So what if I told you that in your golf swing, we could actually get you slowing down in order to generate more speed than ever and hit the ball further than ever? Now I know what you're thinking, that sounds crazy, doesn't it? How can I hit the ball further by slowing down? Well, let me explain. It's more down to the fact that we want this moving as quick as possible. But there is an argument that by getting our bodies to slow down and even feeling like it stops, we can transfer energy from our lower body into our upper body, into our arms and into the club more effectively. So let me demonstrate what I see a lot of golfers do. So from a good setup position, a lot of golfers will tell me that they make a nice turn and then they need to feel like they keep turning their body out of the way. So if I just keep my body turning out of the way, it's a nice shot, it's accurate. And at 82.7 mile an hour, it's definitely not slow, but we could see compared to the first one, club head speed's down, ball speed's down, and therefore carry is down. And I don't disagree that we need to initially get the body moving, but what we would like to see, and we see in all the powerful golf swings, is that once they're at the top and they start unwinding the body, the hips move out the way, they get to a point where they stop. As they stop, that energy then moves from the lower body into the torso, which rotates out the way, then stops, then the arms fire, then they stop, and then the club head. So if we can get that firing sequence good through the body and get it into the club head, that's how you're going to maximize your club head speed. And we hear a lot spoken about with the top players about their ability to put the brakes on. Well, that's what I'm talking about, the ability to stop the body in the right sequence to get that speed. So let's show you a drill that's fantastic, and you see a lot of the top players do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our top hand, keep it at the top, and then with our lower hand, we're going to move down. I'm going to kind of come back to about waist height, and we're going to swing back, and as we swing down hard, we're going to try and stop the club at waist height. And you can feel how hard the body has to work to stop the momentum of the club going through. So again, from waist height, back, do that a few times. And I can feel for me how much more braced my left side becomes as I come down into the ball. So that's definitely getting my lower body stopping. Obviously my upper body's not getting quite as much out of the air, but I want to try and get that sensation into the full swing. And initially, don't worry about strike and direction, just really focus on get that feel, and then we're going to try and get that sensation into the golf swing. So straight away, that felt very different into impact. See, even more club head speed at 91 mile an hour, ball speed jumped to 125, carry out there at 174. That's a strange one, because definitely when I grew up, which was clearly a while ago, that was never ever discussed. And yet when I look back now at some of the video footage of the guys and the women who hit it long for their day, they were all very, very good at hitting against that braced left side. And that's just literally turning out the way, getting that stop in and firing the energy through the body and into that golf club. So again, let's rehearse that. Again, that feels so powerful for me. And again, try and get that feeling in the golf swing. And it does feel nice, and it really doesn't feel like I'm generating a lot of club head speed there. And yet we can see over 90 mile an hour, ball speed again good, and that carry out at just under 175. But remember, when we talk about slowing down, you can't slow this down unless you're very poor strike. If I just swing the club slower, it's nice and accurate. But it's 68 mile an hour club head speed, 92 ball speed, and only 120 carry. And I don't care who you are, you can't be giving up 40, 50 yards. But if you can get that body accelerating and then putting the brakes on, that's what's going to get the energy into that club head. So again, we're going to do that little feel. Rehearse it, get the body used to the sensation that you're after. Then can we stand up? Get that feeling into there. That feels absolutely superb. 90 mile an hour, 122 ball speed, 190 carry, and I will absolutely take that with any club in the bag. So definitely, the more you can do that feel, like I said, we're getting the initial acceleration, but putting the brakes on in the right sequence. Lower body stops, upper body stops, and you're training stopping the arms, then that club's going to fire from there. And again, you can set up to there, put that swing on it, and it almost feels effortless that you can generate that club head speed, keep the ball speed up there, and keep that carry at a really good distance. So could I, because that definitely doesn't feel like I'm trying to swing quickly, but let's go one final one, see if I can generate some real speed and see what that gets out at. A little bit thin with the strike, but 92 mile an hour, didn't quite get it into the ball speed, but even with that little miss hit, 183 carry. So like I said, if you want to swing slower but hit the ball further, we have to get this moving quicker. But if we can get that body accelerating and then learning how to stop the body in the right sequence, you're going to get all that energy up through the body into the club head and start hitting the ball longer and potentially straighter than ever before.